this shit. And I've been on evil shit. And I'm just chillin' tryna kill all my ops so they never breathe again. My other bitch started falling in love, I told her don't do it again. And when you get money, they play like they love you, so I gotta watch all my friends. I really seen this shit. And I've been on evil shit. And I'm just chillin' tryna kill all my ops so they never breathe again. My other bitch started falling in love, I told her don't do it again. And when you get money, they play like they love you, so I gotta watch all my friends. What's up, nigga?
Yo, the Benjamin's Room Podcast, episode 30. And we in here with, I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yeah, Miss G's Fat Boy, man. I'm in this bitch with the Benjamin one, man. It's time to take over.
Yes. I always let my artists introduce themselves, our guests introduce themselves, you heard me? For one reason, because I be wanting them to let the crowd hear their voice first, you did? And that's something I always do. I do that from the kids and everything, you did? Because I interview so many people, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this, it all end up linking up because you start to realize how alike we are. You hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
So every podcast, I be more nervous. I be nervous more than the kids' first interviews. I get kids their first interviews and all that. I be nervous like a motherfucker. And then I be like, cause I think so much. I'm like, what the fuck am I asking the little motherfucker? But it's easier with artists because I already be knowing a lot about the artists.
Real talk.
And you one of them artists that I've been watching, right? But you move different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't really nobody. So I think you ain't really nobody I could really put my hands on all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, to bother you, you hear me? And you one of the cool niggas, so it be hard to get in touch with the cool niggas sometimes because we ain't, you know, is who you know with the cool niggas.
We been for the tap in, brother. You know, come on, man. We been for the tap in, brother.
I think it was one of them shows I snuck in because I don't never pay to get in shows. I always grab my camera and I sneak in. You dig? But now to the point, like, I just snuck in so many of them bitches with security, be like, oh yeah, that's dude, let him in. You dig? Like, let him in. You hear me? But so I forgot what show it was. It was a show you did. You had 1,000 niggas on stage.
I think we was at Republic that time.
Yeah, at Republic. At Republic. Yeah. That show was turned. And I think Lil Papa, that was Lil Papa.
That was Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty. That was Pooh Shiesty. That was right after Pooh Shiesty. That was his second to last show before he went to jail.
Yeah.
After that, he went to Texas and he
went to Miami. Then he done that shit in Miami. Then he go to jail.
All right. Yeah. Because I think some money had fell out of his pocket or something.
Uh-huh.
But the week before that, I seen him in Pensacola and I snuck in the show. It was him and Fredo Bang, and my crew went out there. All them had tickets.
I remember that shit.
Yeah,
I remember that shit, brother. No cap.
See, all them had tickets, and it was like, you ain't got no ticket. You ain't gonna buy no ticket. I said, boy, if they don't let me in this bitch, son, I'm just about to. So I went in. I put my camera on my shoulder, and I just walked in like I own that bitch, you heard me? Nobody didn't tell me nothing. So I'm in that bitch, I'm chilling, trying not to be noticed, you did. So a white boy looking, that boy tapped me on the shoulder, that boy said, say, brother, you got a media pass? I said, no, I ain't got no media pass. The boy said, come on with me, let me get you a media pass. I'm like, fuck it, right? Oh, I'm official. Now I'm carrying, look, Fredo Banks sat on my shoulder. I'm carrying this nigga through the fucking crowd with the fucking camera and shit. Right. I'm like, yeah. And Pooh Shiesty came through. You could tell he was a goon, because a lot of them goons, you can't really get close to them. You heard me? And they be goons out.
Look, that's how he was when he came down here, though, man. That boy, you know, he was chilling on the van and shit, just waiting. He ain't really want to come in there till it's time for a set on something, you know?
Yeah, I remember that. But I like that night really set out with me because you really made a statement that night, because I already had seen your promo run. Like, I seen the stickers, I was hearing the music, I was seeing the online push. When I seen you in person, sometimes you don't get that same thing. Like with the show. And your show, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it was just crazy. Like, it left an impression on me, because I said, damn, this how rap was supposed to come.
Real talk.
This how, like, your hook, like, everybody knew the music, everybody on the stage bucking. You was really controlling the crowd, controlling everything, and it left a mark on me, because I hold like, when I look at performances, it made me really say, oh, I want to get behind this artist.
Real
and
talk.
that was somebody, like when I seen you, I said, man, I want to get behind this kid. I'm like, this kid really, you know what I'm saying?
And look, I remember when I got off the stage, you grabbed me. You like, brother, we got to do business. we got to do business ASAP. Like, I fuck with you, hear me? But I seen, I'm like, look, we going to link up. But we were so, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing so much stuff trying to holler at this one now, and I ain't even get a chance to get your number.
See, in Republic that night, I ain't gonna lie, I seen so many ops. I mean, ops, like niggas who ain't supposed to be in the same building together. Like, he here. I'm like, boy, like, let me get enough footage before it go down in this motherfucker. Cause ain't no telling what could happen in here, though. It was crazy. So I was like, but nothing went down. Like, everybody was cordial.
It was a good show. Yeah, it was a good show.
Everybody stayed in this section, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And that night at Republic, I really made my mark. And they like, whenever we have a show, whatever go down, you invited here. You ain't got to pay, just walk right in. And that meant a lot. You dig? And I appreciated that night. I have a lot I want to cover with you, bro. I didn't know you played football. You're telling me you played football.
Yeah, bro.
I want to get down into your roots. You dig? Where you come from? What part of the city you from? What would you say your story started?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. My story started nigga, I was living life before Katrina, but like really after Katrina, you know, I'm from Uptown and shit. Mm-hmm. You hear me? All the same time, you hear me? But
all right.
My mama, you know, she stayed all over. From Ames to Haines, brother.
Right.
You hear me? Literally, like, from the east to across the river.
Right.
So, like, when nigga ask me where I'm from, sometimes I don't even tell them, like, I'm out the town. I'll be like, I'm from New Orleans, because I really was raised in every hood.
Right.
You hear me? Like, I could go anywhere. Oh, that's Fat Boy. That's dude. Right. I know him. He good. Literally. From here, LaPlace, BR, they know me, son.
Right.
You hear me? So, that was like, you know, so after Katrina, like, I from me moving to the east, I started playing ball. You hear me? Like, I started, you know, getting into sports and shit.
Right.
And then after a while, you know, niggas started hustling. Like, the East really taught me how to, you know, get money, brother. Like,
what year you was in the East?
Man, like, from 06, brother, to, like, 2012.
Oh, after hurricane.
Right after Katrina.
Yeah.
Like, when after Katrina hit, I come right back in the East, brother.
Yeah.
And look, before Katrina, I never knew what the East was. I never knew what the East was, brother.
Right.
I never... Yeah, my auntie used to stay out there and shit, but like far as me knowing, oh, this the East, I never knew what that shit was. I always thought that was another town or some shit, you know?
That's funny because when I interviewed Lil B, he said when he was a kid, he always thought the East was a whole different, he always thought he was out of town when they used to go to the hotel on Bullard to swim. He said he thought he was out of town.
Nigga thought they was in Biloxi or somewhere, you hear me? Real talk, brother. The East, but I ain't gonna lie though. The East taught me how to like, really become a man on some shit, brother. Like, that's why I forever salute the East. Like, niggas say what they want. The East lame, they got lame niggas. Ooh. Man, the East taught me how to get money, brother. I'm from Uptown.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
Like, I moved from the East. When I moved from the East, you hear me? Like, my mom was always working and shit.
Right.
You hear me? So, I had to move downtown with my people. You hear me? Long time ago, some old shit, you hear me? So, I moved downtown with some niggas I was fucking with long time ago. I don't really, you know, Joseph or who's with them like that no more, but...
Right.
Moved downtown, you hear me? Brung that East swag, East and Uptown swag to the somewhat. You hear me?
And look, I ain't gonna lie, that's it's funny you say that because you kind of carry, like, if you, just off of me saying how you carry yourself, I would say you was from downtown.
Yeah.
Because you not really flashy like that, you dig? And East Uptown niggas kind of, you know, but you catch a lot of downtown niggas that be a little bit more reserved.
Yeah.
You did, because downtown moved totally different. Each part of the city moved different. But you feel like it was an advantage by you going from, you being able to
fucking right.
from different
Yeah,
hoods.
because I'm adapting. I'm around different people. And I ain't talking about no friendly shit like just going hang around niggas, no. Like, it's me moving. I'm meeting people that I need to meet, you hear me? I got partners from all over, from different hoods. Like, damn near, like, you know, beefing with each other type shit. Like, you know, they hoods beefing, but they not beefing. Like, they my partners. Like, look, this my people, you my people. We ain't even about to have all that. Like, you know, so that should be crazy, brother. But it is an advantage, though, like, from me moving all over. I got partners on the West Bank.
Right.
You hear me? Cool niggas. Nigga, I never think West Bank got, you know, real niggas over there. They actually got real niggas on the West Bank, bro.
And look, me personally, right? I'm from a rural, right? And this is something that I noticed that I've always put out in the air, that people from the West Bank come over here and move how they want to.
Right.
Because I don't know why, uptown, downtown, east, whatever, they don't hold an animosity when you a nigga from across the river.
Right.
It is. So like they'll do business with you. Even if you look at all the media niggas from Nola Plug, from all the top media niggas that's from the city,
right.
most of them come from across the river because they able to be that middleman and you know
they comfortable. Like they come, they can beat them.
Yeah.
They ain't from this hood or this hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they gotta watch who they talk to.
And most importantly, they respect it. Like the uptown niggas, they'll do business with him before they do business with a nigga in the east.
Real talk.
Because they might have some type of situation going on where you know the situation not going on here, so you could kind of comfortably do business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's something I kind of exploit because I'm a person who like to dig deep. I like to have conversations. I like to talk and see what people really about. And a lot of people open up to me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people who probably had misunderstandings, they come to understanding through me. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that shit. Like I feel like God used me for that.
Real
you know what I'm saying?
That's how I be feeling. I be feeling like God put me on earth to really like help people and solve different shit. But like I'm starting to learn you can't really help everybody and solve different shit. Sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker like go ahead, let him run his head to the wall.
Got to.
You hear me?
Old people told me something, and it's something I tell my middle son, because my oldest son, he kind of get it. My youngest son, he's still learning, but my middle son, he'd be the one that be a little bit more reluctant to hear what I'm saying a lot of times. So I told him, I said, I don't really know when you listening to me. I'm like, but when you say I know,
right?
As an older person, you tell me I know too many times, I'm gonna let you bump your head. But you my baby, so I ain't gonna let you really fall off. But if you won't touch the fire and you keep saying I know, I'm gonna have to let you touch it and let you see it's hot because you not listening to me keep telling you it's hot.
So when you come back and tell me it burnt, I told you.
I told you. So like a lot of younger people, they be, oh, I know. But when you hang around them older heads, they gonna teach you, shut the fuck up and look. Listen, observe. That shit gonna always come to your advantage.
Real talk.
So, and this is something I wanted to talk to you about. So you say you was into football. How did that transition, like from football to the streets? Because you in football.
I ain't gonna cap. Look, I really was posted like, all right, I was playing for the New Orleans Saints. You hear me? Like all-star team, you know, they put together with buku cold top niggas in the city. Like we might have niggas from Eastern Park, niggas from Jube, niggas from, you know, Goretti, niggas from East Shore Park. They put a big old team together.
All right.
You hear me? That big old team of travel. For y'all might go to Florida. Y'all might go to Texas. You might go to Cali, like different places. We going all over playing different teams. You hear me? So like I started from there. Then I was supposed to go to St. Aug, brother. I had a full scholarship to St. Aug, Jesuit, De La Salle, all them schools. Full scholarship, brother. Me in my head, man, I don't want to go to no private school with all these niggas.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
Real talk. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Right.
I had to take a test to get into St. Aug, brother. Don't you know I made myself oversleep for the test? Just because I ain't want to go there with all niggas.
Wow.
But like as I got older, so after that, I fucked around my mama. I ain't really know what school I was going to.
Right.
You hear me? First day of school. My mama wake me up. I ain't had no school clothes, brother. No school clothes, mind you. Come on, get in the car. Where we going at? You about to go to school. Mama go to school with no school clothes. I'm about to show you. We go straight to Soul Train Fashion. I get all khaki dicky. I'm like, who wear all khaki? I'm in the 9th grade. I'm fresh out of middle school. Who wear all khaki? Me, we go to Foot Locker. Give me a pair of black G-Night. Woo. Who wear black shoes with the khaki? And I'm thinking, like, I'm not thinking 3-5.
Right.
You hear me? I'm thinking a whole nother school, Jesuit or something. Just some crazy shit, brother. You hear me? My mama swing the bent, pull up at 3-5. Oh, this your new school. That's why I was telling you, like, the high school is really, like, that's the hardest decision when them kids leaving park ball, going into high school, is picking what high school to go to, brother.
Right.
You hear me? Don't get me wrong. 3-5, that was one of the best schools I ever been to.
And that's when 3-5 was in the middle of the 7th.
That was in the middle on Kellerick, brother. You hear me? So you know that bitch jumping.
Yeah.
That ain't no, like, if you want focus, that ain't no school. I don't know how it is right now. Don't get me wrong, brother. It's a whole different school. But I'm talking about when it was on Kellerick.
Right.
Man, that was a whole nother world, brother. You hear me?
Look, one thing I could testament to, and I always speak on this. when I was in the 7th ward, because I used to stay on Marie and in St. Anne, right? I stayed there for a year. Man, I didn't live in a lot of places in the city. That bitch moved fast.
Yes.
Like that 7th ward moved like
Yes.
New York City because
Yes,
you 5 minutes from everywhere. And if you a hustler, I made the most money in the 7th ward from that 1 year than I didn't make from any other hustle time in my whole life.
That's
bro.
how it was, man. We used to watch. I'm talking about we used to be at like recess or practice and shit, like watching like niggas on the block and shit, like back and forth around school, brother.
Right.
I'm in the 9th grade, so
the school in the middle of a set.
man, it's in the middle. It's in the middle of the hood, brother. You hear me? Before you get to school, you bound to see a junk in front of school. This bitch critical, brother.
Right.
You hear me? So like, I went to 3-5. We going there. I'm going there. I get into it. At the time, our head coach was Coach Reese. God, rest in peace.
Right.
Love him. You hear me? He had a son. You hear me? Lil Reese.
Right.
Like he was our offensive line coach. This is why, like I
think he had MLK now.
Man, wherever he at.
Right.
Wherever he at, brother. You hear me? So look, I get it. Like I was the starting center. I was the starting nose guard my 9th grade year. My 10th grade year, I was the starting center. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Me and that boy got into it because I wanted to be a rapper, brother.
What?
Yeah. I got into it with him. So like, me and that boy, like my dad and him about to fight and everything. It was on some crazy shit, brother. You hear me? So I'm getting into it with that boy. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm already making too much money. Like I'm all at practice, phone ringing.
Right.
I'm like, man, I'm my senior, man. I'm already making too much money. Fuck this shit. So I don't know what game that was, brother. I don't want to lie to you. Had a game against somebody, and I broke my fucking ankle.
Right.
In 3 different places, you hear my senior. So I'm like, man, that's really God telling me like, man, fuck this shit. Focus on music. Cause like these niggas ain't about to take me nowhere. I got into it with the coach. Every coach come here, he badmouth me. So what I look like, keep on, you know what I'm saying, going chase this shit if you already damn near ended a nigga career.
Right.
You hear me? I'm talking about I got partners, top niggas.
Right.
They got Nick Saban coming out, he badmouth niggas. Like, that's why I say that high school shit, that shit real.
Right.
You gotta make sure them kids go somewhere where the coaches really love them like a father. Like a nigga that won't see them rich 20 years from now. You hear me? Like, not a nigga just talking and trying to use them dudes for talent.
Right.
You hear me? They got little young niggas really know how to play ball. They getting used though, brother.
Right.
That's why I'm saying, like, if I was you, like, you know, you're a coach and shit for naught.
Right.
I lead them, little dude. You lead them the right way already, don't get me wrong. But try to lead them in the right path of going to the right school in the right direction around the right people, brother.
Look, and the only reason why I really wanted to recap on that because that was something that we was talking about when the camera was off. I said I wanted to touch on this because it's very important because a lot of them kids watch all my content, right? And I have my oldest son, he 14, he go to Easton, right? My middle boy, he 13, he in middle school. Now he about to choose a high school, but my oldest son, he don't like Easton no more. So a lot of people, they send their children to schools, but I always tell a parent, you gotta find a school that suits your child.
Right.
Not because the letter grade, just because of A school, B school.
Or you
D
heard this school popping up. No, brother.
No, and right now, all the kids, they have this thing where they going to call. Everybody want to go to call. Everybody want to go to Easton. Everybody want to go to St. Aug, right? All these kids not St. Aug type kids. All these kids not call kids because call in LJs, right? You have call kids coming from all over the city. I told my son, my oldest son, he ready to leave Easton and go to Livingston. And I'm like, well, why you want to go to Livingston? He like, it's a smaller school. Like, I feel like I could really make my mark in sports there than going somewhere where they got 100 other people. They already got their picks and chooses and all that. Yeah. And which I respect them for that. Like, I'm like, come on, we're going to go on a school tour and we're going to go talk to these coaches and see who you feel,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And then my other boy, he just going to get into high school. So a lot of these kids, it's a decision where the one app kind of is a factor now where you can't really choose your school, but they always have ways around it where you could go talk to somebody. It's New Orleans. You hear me? Pull a string or two. If they want you there, they gonna find a way to get you there. So I talk to them kids kind of like, and I'm happy you said that because I battle with moms. Moms be the worst. The mamas be the worst, bro, because they just know what they hear. And they, oh no, my son not going here. Blah, blah, blah. But right now, 3-5, unfortunately, is a good school, and they try hard. But the way the city made, the kids that go there, they always end up in some type of, you know what I'm saying, like situations, even Easton, like, because you just can't put everybody together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna really mix well, and the filtration process not done no more. And these kids, like, you having normal little kids leaving the school, end up being gang members. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Well, I always salute all the schools in the East, and I battle the people on my page about this shit because I stand up for that East, because ain't nobody sending their kids to the East. Ain't too many people.
See, it's crazy you talking about that. Is Sarah T. Reed back open?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they about to close Sarah T. Sarah T. Reed is at a point where it's threatening to get closed down because they got this big ass school, right? But they getting
Lil Stu.
Everybody getting sent to Easton. Everybody leaving the East. And when I was saying it, there was like, Abe is rocking. Abe got their band rocking, but they only got so many kids to go around. Livingston a little school, but they rocking. Reed will be rocking. It's just that, like I said, low participation, because all the kids getting shipped out the East looking for better schools. But my thing is, I like for kids to go to school where they live at. Like, you go to school where you live at, you gonna have more where your parent could get to the school. And if you go to Cull and you getting in trouble at school and shit, your mama work 40 hours a week, she a single parent, what's the chances of coming to that school to check on you?
And you gotta think about it. What if she have a car you don't?
Exactly. And like my little godchild, she was playing in a band for Cull, and I'm like, I know you want to play in a band, I know you want to go to Cull, but you on Canal Street at 8:30 at night catching the bus. I gotta come pick you up because you missed your bus. I don't even want you on the bus that late.
Yeah, that's bad.
You catching the bus at 8 o'clock at night from
they
band
don't have
practice.
like they don't have
Not for them, not for the extracurricular kids.
What?
They gotta get on the bus. Like, for the kids that's getting out of school on regular time, yeah, but if you don't have a parent that's gonna come pick you up, you jumping on that RTA.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
And it's late at night.
That shit crazy, bro.
In this city.
And that'll lead to all type of shit. Like, you know.
So, like, even with you, right? You playing football, right? Then you merging into rap, right? How that affected you? Because now you in high school.
Don't get me wrong. I've been rapping.
Right.
You hear me? But what I think he seen, like, this dude really love rapping and
More than
chasing
football.
money more than football.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
When actually it was the other way around. I love rapping more than football, but I really wanted to play football, brother.
Right.
You hear me? Just for the money part, just to get.
But just looking at it, you just felt like your chances.
It's gone.
Right.
Like, it was gone.
Right.
Like, you know,
Right.
I might as well focus on this shit.
Right.
This ain't getting me paid, you hear me? I'm going to practice, going home broke.
Right.
Because I didn't miss damn near 30 phone calls. You hear me? So I might as well focus on this. And then, like, I'm dropping out of school.
Right.
I'm just not playing football.
Right.
You hear me? So, like, after that, I stopped playing football, you hear me? Graduated school. Like, it really started, like, recording and shit, you hear me? I met my partner, Shook, you hear me, through... First I was recording myself, brother, and then something had to happen. The police kicked in the door, took all my equipment, done all that shit, fucked up my shit. So I ain't, for a minute, I ain't had no studio to record in. God rest the dead. I had a partner named Bub. That's my partner, Silk cousin, you hear me? So he kept telling me, man, go fuck with my cousin, But he the type of nigga really Joe's bad. Like,
Right.
bitch, you ain't got no fucking cousin with no studio. You lying, bitch. I'm telling you, bitch, I got a cousin with a studio. It took for my son to die. Yeah, for me to go record with this man.
Wow. So he had been telling you the whole time, and then he passed away.
Yeah.
And then so how that situation end up?
Man, I've been locked in with him for damn near 10, 12 years now, ever since this shit happened.
Wow.
Like, me and Silk been locked in ever since, 12
Right.
years straight, you hear me? And that's how I, started recording with him and started taking the shit serious. Like, bitch, we need to really, fuck with this music shit, bitch. Like, let's fuck with it. Let's take it serious.
Right.
Me, still, man, look, we gonna fuck with it. I'm just really, like, that 1,000 Losses tape, that was my first serious tape I dropped a lot of shit, but
Right.
Far as being serious, like I really want to do music, that was one of my first serious projects, bro.
Wow.
And I've been doing music for years. Like,
And I ain't gonna lie, the 1,000 losses, that promotion, right? And I always pay attention to promotion because I'm a promotion person. Like I'm a marketing person.
real talk.
I love marketing.
I see that though, brother. I
love
see that. I
marketing.
see that. I swear to God, I see it. I see it.
So like I always I always say New Orleans is like is a laboratory.
Yeah.
Because it's small, but it operate like a big city. So anything, and these motherfuckers gonna tell you what they gonna tell you. They gonna have some motherfuckers gonna kiss your ass, but most of them not. Most of them you gonna know when you get like a big amount of people just fucking with you.
Right.
You got some hot shit.
Real talk.
They not lying. The streets not gonna lie here. If they fucking with it, they fucking with it. They'll fuck with their ops. You hear me? To fuck with something that's hot, though. I swear, like they'll put all that beef shit to the side.
I
You
gotta
hear me?
bump this nigga.
Yeah. All you gonna end up picking up beef from niggas that should love you.
Real
You hear me?
talk.
And that's the reverse. So when you got something hot here, the niggas who's supposed to love you gonna hate you, and the niggas who hated you gonna start loving you.
Real
You
talk.
know you got something hot. But if it work here, however you market it here, it'll work in a bigger city. You just gotta triple fold it. You know what I'm saying? But
It'll be even better in a bigger city because you know New Orleans, we bougie, brother. We bougie.
yeah,
You can't walk up on a nigga talking about, look, bro, this my bump this.
right.
But
right.
you go to Atlanta, you go to LA, you go anywhere else. You could do that.
Yeah.
New Orleans, man, this nigga lame. Man, what the fuck I'm doing with this nigga lame as a motherfucker.
But
you hear me?
see but I love it. I love that factor because it's letting me know what I'm fucking with. I know if they fucking with it, boy, because I could bring something out of town that's not that hot, and they'll fuck
And
with
they
it.
gonna fuck with it regardless.
If they fuck with it here, or you bring it out of town, or you
pass the
flamed
test.
up.
Yeah, you flamed
up. So like, I always did appreciate that about the city. And I used it to my advantage because I know that if the market don't take to it like wildfire, I know it ain't really
Real talk.
that. So bring me the 1,000 losses.
All right, I started recording 1,000 losses and shit, you know. Started taking that serious. Dropped that. You know, like I think that was like the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I think I ran up like 35,000 streams or some shit. 40,000. Yeah, that was like the first 2 weeks,
Wow.
brother. Crazy. Fucked me up.
Right.
I thought he was playing with me. I thought he copied and pasted. Bitch, you lying. He showing me the numbers. I got niggas from fucking what that country was? Australia bumping my shit. London. I'm talking about real stream.
Yeah.
Like it's on my tune card. Like I'm
Yeah.
looking at this shit. Real money in that bitch.
Right.
I'm like, hold up, I'm really making money off of streams. Some crazy shit.
Right.
Like that was my first time, brother. So I'm like, look, I'm turned up now. So now I got the Dying Out that just dropped for my birthday.
Right.
You hear me? That Screaming too, that bitch going crazy. He showed me the numbers for that yesterday. Unbelievable. Niggas screaming this shit. Like, hold up. They like this shit.
So tell me this. How you feel about the marketing side of it? Because you feel like when it comes to like how you invest, right? You invest most of your money in the marketing or most of your money into features, recording,
Right about now, I ain't gonna cap to you, brother. I'm getting to that point right now. Like I'm about to drop a whole bag on just marketing.
right,
You hear me? That feature shit, that's gonna come.
right,
You hear me? You could run into somebody to get a feature depending on what it is. A nigga might charge, a nigga might don't.
Right.
Depending on how a nigga feel and how real you is. Nigga feel like, oh, this nigga a star.
right.
Nigga give you a feature for free. Not saying I'm looking for that.
Right.
Cause I'm willing, I'll pay a nigga before I ask for something for free. But
Right.
you know how this shit gonna go. But marketing right now, I'm about to drop a bag behind that. Cause that's what I need, brother. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't need it, but I really need it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right, as
to
an
really,
artist, as
yeah,
an
as an artist, you need it.
But I'm gonna tell you, rap artists face the same conundrum as black men. Cause I always had to tell my kids about being black man. I'm like, because they go to schools. They got a lot of white people there. They're like my like mixed races, right?
Yeah.
So they teach them about life on their level, or like if the teacher white or if the teacher Korean or something like that. But is I gotta talk to a black man. I gotta talk to you as a black man because none of them rules apply to you. You know what I'm saying? And as rap is not the same as rock and roll. It's not the same. Like you have a gangster image. First of all, most rappers either have a gangster image or have to have a gangster element behind them. Because the funny niggas,
they ain't gonna take them serious.
Yeah, but at the same time, like if you a Mario P, right? Or if you a comedian even, right? You're a black man, you're a comedian, and niggas, oh, funny nigga. You gotta have some niggas behind you that's like some muscle that they respect. A nigga gonna play you like you a funny nigga. You know what I'm saying? So like as a rapper, you can't have an image where you saying this and saying that, and you don't have some type of like bravado with you. But with that bravado, it's hard to market it a lot of times yourself. So that's why a lot of management come in play, or like even people like me, where I understand both sides of the field, but I could get out there, I could say the shit that an artist can't really say. I could speak for my artist without let him stay in his lane. Let me take this lane for you. You hear me? And you know what I'm saying? That's why I think having management and having a team behind you is important.
That shit matter.
Yeah, it's just as important as having the security of the people that's gonna really step a slide behind you.
Yeah.
Because you in the field. Like when you enter the rap world, you amongst drug dealers, you amongst pimps, you in the world. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it ain't no safety cards. You know what I'm saying? So rappers and you attracting attention to yourself, which go against all the rest of the world.
I done had niggas flag me down. I don't even know.
That's weird.
Like niggas about to wreck their car type shit. Like, man, look a fat boy, and it be fucking me up. Like, man, hold up. People really think I'm famous.
No, me just being on Instagram, doing news stuff, working with the kids, people be like, they'll look, and that's weird because it's like, oh yeah, because they know my churn name. They know stuff that I didn't tell them. Right. You know what I'm saying? And as a person, you forget that I feel like a regular person, but you forget that other people looking at you and they might not look at you as just a regular person. And when they know a lot about you or know something about you that you didn't tell them, that get a little spooky when you still feel like a regular person.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? That's a spooky feeling and it get weird, which that's the world. The world just becoming more of that. You know what I'm saying? Because even you have fans. Nah. So you might be somewhere, nigga. You don't know if a nigga like on some time.
What's a nigga intention? Like what's your intention? That's why I be out sometimes, brother. No cap, I be out, and like a nigga really walk past and like boot a nigga up. But I'm a peaceful nigga. I'm happy.
Right.
I'd rather that nigga be like, "What's up?" Than for you to walk past booting a nigga up trying to start some shit. Like,
right.
Then a nigga be with their kids and shit. So like. Nigga really be on that protective type shit. Like, man, what type of time this nigga on?
Right.
Like, I didn't smile at you. You still boot me up. What's wrong? Why you so mad? Just say what's up. But what's up, brother? Have a nice day. Cool.
Right.
Like, we fucked up down here, brother. New Orleans, Philly, like we is, brother.
We is. But I think a lot of times we have a problem with communication. Well, and so me, this what I tell people all the time. I say they have old school values that don't leave. Some things stay consistent, and I speak to everybody. And the reason why I speak to people, and I tell my children, I say, whenever you see somebody, speak to them. Don't be on no bitch ass shit like them women be on. Talking about, oh, they don't speak to me, I ain't speaking to them. Nigga, I'm speaking to you, come checking your temperature.
Real talk.
You hear me? When I be at the store, I see them little young niggas. What's up with your little brother? You good? You good? If a nigga, all right, see what type of time you on. I'm checking your temperature. And nigga be like, oh yeah, what's up, brother? All right, I'm still checking you. If you extra friendly with it, boy, I'm about to put my hand on my wallet, boy. Where my keys at? Like, this little nigga on something. But I wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have spoke to you. You did? But I'm going to speak to you because I'm really trying to check your temperature every single time.
I'd be like, I was at a little stoat, you hear me, off of Paris, across the street from Kennedy High School.
Right.
And like, I get out the car. Like, you know, as I get out the car, I always pay attention to my surroundings. I don't never just get out just on no dumb shit. I gotta see what's around, who is who before I even, you know. Cause I be trying to avoid shit, brother. Like, I'm trying to make it home.
Right.
First thing first. So it's early in the morning, it's about 9, 10 o'clock. You hear me? I get out the car. Now I see they got like 6 little dudes Probably about 4 little girls. They look like they cutting school. You hear me? They chilling in front of the store though.
Right.
So I'm like, man, why the fuck they not in school?
Right.
It's early in the morning. You hear me? So I go in the store. No, before I go in the store, they got the little red one, the red little dude, and the little black little partner. The black little partner like, say, big brother. I'm like, what? He like, you won't give me a gun? I'm like, who old you with? He like, oh, I'm 17. I'm like, fuck, I remember when I was 17.
Right.
I used to ask the niggas to buy me a gun. I can't tell a man, no, that
Right.
I'd be a hoe. You hear me? So like, you know, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get it. You hear me? I'm like, look, keep your money. I'm gonna buy it. You hear me? Go in the store. Come back out. Now, as I'm in the store, his red partner moved from where he was. Now he walking by my car. He trying to see like what I got in my car type shit.
Right.
But he thinking I'm in the store not paying attention, but I'm in the store looking out the window, bro.
Right.
Paying for my shit at the same time.
Right.
Like, let me see what type of time he on before I just flash out.
Cause I know y'all stupid. First of all,
That's
first of all, I know y'all
You
stupid.
You hear me? So look, I'm paying attention to him now. He see me getting ready to come out the store. He go back by the little partner. So I come out the store, playing it out cool. Get a dude to go. He looking at me like trying to see like what I'm about to say. I'm like, look. I'm like, look, come here. I'm like, I just watch you walk around my car and done all this dumbass shit. Like, I'm like, what if I would have came out the store and started shooting at you or something?
Right.
You hear me? And I don't even be on no negative shit, but I'm
Right.
just showing him like that what you just did could have got you fucked up if I was another nigga. You hear me? And you out here young, 17 years old, 16 years old, not knowing what you doing. You hear me? Fucking with the wrong people. The little dude couldn't tell me nothing but like, damn, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. You hear me? I'm
Right.
like, look, don't do that shit no more. I'm like, that could cause you your life. His little partner next to him, he like, big brother, I always tell him stop doing this dumbass shit. You hear me? He go around pulling on calls like, these little dudes need some home training, brother.
Right.
You hear me? They
Right.
need guidance, bro.
Right.
They need a nigga in their life to tell them, look, man, this shit lame. This shit dumb as a motherfucker. Like,
See, I was talking to Byron Cole about something like that.
man, salute Byron
Yeah,
Cole,
Byron.
man. Real talk. Salute Byron Cole, man. One of the hardest out, man. Real talk.
Facts. So Byron was telling me, he was like, yeah, because the Mexicans in Metairie, they was the ones, and I remember, cause I used to work at Applebee's and Chili's in Metairie, and I remember, cause it was like 2007, 2008, right after the hurricane shit, where everybody was coming back, and it was always talk about the Mexicans. It was like 1 million Mexicans in Metairie, you did, and all the motherfuckers used to be pulling on the car doors, and I ain't never heard about children pulling on car doors at this time. That's who used to be, cause they used to, you leave your fucking car door open, round fucking roof Chris and all that, boy, they going in your shit,
Yeah.
you did? And that was before the kids got on that shit, you did? So now the kids on that, pulling on car door shit, and so I heard Monster saying the shit. Monster used to be like, oh, the kids pulling on cars. I'm like, boy, I ain't never hear about no kid. I ain't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, that shit real,
Nah,
bro.
we in full-blown car door pulling.
That shit real.
Like, that shit real.
It's really real, bro.
Now they to the point where they breaking in the cars just to find the guns, and we haven't, like, my thing is, I'm dealing with a group of kids where the brother, he coming to 7-on-7 to come play football for me, right? He in the mix, but the cousin might be in a group of little niggas. That's all they do is break in the cars to try to find guns. Like, that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what can we really tell them? You know, it's like they out here they already committing crimes and they toting guns, and we being adults, we already gotta watch for our own shit that we got going on. Like, what the fuck? Like, these kids really.
You know what
living
else, brother? You know what else it be though, brother? It be these little niggas be on drugs too, brother.
Right.
Like trains and all that shit.
Right.
Like, I really did an experiment on my people. I ain't gonna say it name, you know, cause
Right.
I love them. You hear
Right.
me? Like, when you hear a nigga say, and look, from this day on, remember this. When you hear a nigga say they on train,
Right.
listen to him. You hear me? Like, my little brother used to pop train and he used to tell us, y'all don't love me. Yeah. Every time he pop a train, when he off a train, he straight.
Right.
You hear me? So I'm like, man, maybe I could be tripping. You hear me? Maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. So we tell him, look, stop taking trains for like a week, 2 weeks. He good. Nigga like, man, let me go buy him a train and let me see if he gonna get in his feelings again. Cause I wanna see why these little dudes so fucked up. You hear me? Bing, go get him a train, get him a train. 30 minutes later after he popped the train, guess what he talking about? He won't kill himself. Nobody love me. Woo woo.
Right.
So me and my partner like, you know what? We just did a whole experiment on you, brother. We don't even want you popping them bitches.
Right.
So I think it's the drug what these little dudes on, brother. What got their mind going. Like,
Right.
Cause most of them come from good mamas and good daddies and shit. You hear me? But once them drugs get involved, brother, man, I know. Nigga, man, fuck my mama, man. I don't give a fuck. I'll get a whooping.
See, a real OG told me something. He said, because I did a repast for a kid. I did a birthday party for a kid that was no longer there, right? It was a sweet 16 for a kid who had passed away. And his parents had thrown him a party still because they already had the party planned and everything. And the family came, and it was sad, but the parents was holding strong. And I explained to him, like, man, this kid come from a 2-parent household. He get with everything he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a real good kid. And the dude, he said, bro, you could buy your kid whatever you want, but you can't buy him friends.
Fuck no.
You did? Like, you can't buy them friends. So sometimes kids be wanting to fit in or wanting to hang with this one or chill with that one and end up in shit that they normally wouldn't have been in. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
believe it or not, that's the kids that's getting into all this shit.
Right.
They think it's the hood motherfuckers.
But that be the kid that usually suffer the consequences of for it, like you said.
Yeah.
That be
the hood mother. They think it's the hood kids.
Right.
Man, it be kids who got shit, man.
Right.
Who don't care about getting a whooping. Mama never touched them.
Right.
You hear me? Daddy never whooped them. Daddy never told them, look, go in the room. Get on your knees. Let me get the phone from you. Dad, come on, man. He's trying bougie right now.
Right.
You hear me? That's who really doing the shit.
Right.
Because they know at the end of the day, I ain't going to get in trouble. My mom ain't going to do me nothing. Sneaking out the house 12 at night, going here, going there. That's them, man.
Right. Right.
You hear me?
Bro, you being a rapper, right? Do you feel like, all right, when you produce content, do you feel any like a social responsibility, or do you like look at it as like it's just music?
It's 50-50 for me, brother. Because it's just music for me, because I love it. But at the same time, like, I want these niggas to get money, brother, and
Right.
stop, like trying to fuck over each other.
Right.
You hear me? Like, I don't know. It's a 50-50 for me, brother.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I do sense a lot, because the music that's real, you know what I'm saying, like have a real content behind it, it can affect different people different ways.
Right.
Like I could listen to it and be like, damn, like I feel that, and somebody else could listen to it and be turned on to the shit. You did be like, oh yeah, like they feel it a whole different way than I feel it. So that's why, like I understand the artists who be like it's just music, but I always wish that they'll understand it's more than music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was happy to hear you say it's 50-50 because you're an artist.
Right.
You want to produce real content, and like I said, rap artists don't have the luxury of other artists of living in a fantasy world all the time, because sometimes people want to know if this really you.
I half of that shit be fake.
And they connect to an artist. They connect to the most authentic feeling artists. You
Real
know what
talk.
I'm saying? So like even we talk about the Pooh Shiesty, right? Like a lot of people went to that because like dude really was like dude was really doing shit in the streets. And he was
just like Pooh Shiesty. You know who else? I went to his concert this year. That nigga Rod Wave, brother. That nigga had people in that bitch crying behind me, brother. That's when I know, like, Lord, music really, like, this shit real. This bitch he touching people's soul in this bitch. Like, nigga holding on to his girl, crying with her in a concert, brother.
I said some crazy shit. I said I never proud to say this publicly. This is my first time saying this on a platform. And I said, it might not make sense to a lot of motherfuckers, right? But who the artist was? I said, was it? It was fucking. Damn, what the fucking what? I forgot the artist. Hold on, I'm about to look. I gotta look and see the artist right quick, dude. I gotta look and see the artist. Cause I compare him to this artist. Let me go to my music. Go to my music. What's the name of this song? Secrets. It was, was it Patty? Was it Patty?
Where you from?
Oh, fuck. Huh?
What the artist from?
It's a lady, man. Oh, damn. What the fucking name of this fucking song? Oh, damn. I always listen to this shit. I always listen to, I don't think it was Patty. Anita Baker. I said Rod Wave is this generation Anita Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll really have to know how Anita Baker touched her generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, Anita Baker, like she's just one of them artists where, like, her songs, them women break down. Like, they break down to their first love, they good love, that song, good love, like all the gangsters, like, everybody touched their sentimental side
Real
when Anita
talk.
Baker come on, you dig? And she touched the soul. I said, damn. I said, Rod Wave, like the nigga version of Anita Baker, because niggas get in their feelings, like,
Man, I'm talking
for
about-
real.
I'm talking about, I'm at the show, I'm like, man, dude really got this bitch packed out. Like, this bitch really arena packed, bro. That bitch was so packed, like, I felt like ants in that bitch. I went to thinking, like, brother, how much money you think this nigga made out this shit? Like, and my tickets was like 400, brother, like, by itself. So he got down there 50,000 people in this bitch, brother. I'm talking about half of them crying in this bitch because of his music.
And that was in this little market. So imagine fucking Pittsburgh and Cali, all the Cali regions, boy. You know how many people fit in them arenas? Dog, how artists like that affect you? Because think about it, you more of a hardcore artist, right? Then you have this kid that's singing, emotional, you dig, and really fucking the market up. You feel like you'll end up like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you take from that?
I ain't lying. I like the nigga whole hustle from this shit, brother. Like, he kind of like remind me of me in certain type of ways.
Right.
Like how he grind. Like, I love that nigga grind, brother. That's why I salute him. I love that nigga grind. I like how more family orientated he is.
Right.
Like, just like you say, he need a team. You hear me? Dude really got a team, and everybody that's around him is 10 years plus.
Right.
His daddy, his manager.
Right.
You hear me? Like, his partners and shit, they selling all the merch and shit. Like, when I was at the concert,
Right.
all them dudes who be in his videos and shit, man, them dudes was outside with T-shirts, brother.
Wow.
Real T-shirts. I'm talking about his real partners. They out there. 1,000 T-shirts, they selling them.
Right.
Everybody at work, I'm like, man, this shit real. This shit for real. Like, dude really put together his own team, his own, and they really winning. They winning off this shit, bro. Dude, you packing out the arena.
and I really feel like he changed the market
Yeah.
for rap artists, because now he was my first time since like maybe Tupac, right? Seeing an artist be able to be so vulnerable.
Right.
He sell himself as vulnerable. He sell his losses. He sell his downfalls. He sell himself his vulnerabilities. You know what I'm saying? I won't kill myself. I thought about killing myself, or like all these thoughts. He put them into like, and I really feel like he changed the market, especially for artists. And that's why I asked you, because it allowed, this is kind of like the first time black men been able to express themselves in that way.
I was about to say
you
that.
know what I'm saying? Like almost on a
He
rock
made
and
it
roll
comfortable.
level.
I ain't gonna lie. He made it comfortable for a lot of black niggas to express themselves.
Right,
brother. Yeah,
right,
like,
and for this generation, that's important, especially because you said like how
nigga
how
go
the
through
youngsters,
shit, man.
Right,
Man, nigga be depressed, man. Everybody go through shit, brother. Nobody perfect. You hear me?
how you feel about the local rap market? Like besides yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like outside of yourself, how you feel about
Me, like New Orleans. I'm talking about New Orleans.
Right,
I feel like our local rap scene fucked up, personally.
right,
You hear me? Because everybody that get that shot to the top, I feel like they don't send the ladder back down, brother. That's with anything.
right,
You hear me? Like, I
Right.
really, you know, like, man, New Orleans could be like Atlanta or something. Man, we could be way bigger than that, brother. Like, personally, we could be the hypest shit out.
right,
But niggas ain't trying to see that, man. You hear me? A lot of, man, niggas ain't trying to see that. Niggas want this bitch for themselves.
right,
They won't feel like, oh, I'm the king of New Orleans. We run this bitch. No, man, we supposed to be working together as a team.
Right.
Keep sending them bitches down. You hear me?
Right.
Yeah. Y'all meeting with labels now. That's what we wanted.
Right.
Send that bitch back down. Come get somebody else. Put this shit together how it's supposed to go.
Right.
This bitch fucked up, brother. I feel like all these artists, like, they play like they fuck with each other, but niggas really be hating on each other, man.
And I said, and that's why, like, I always tell a lot of artists that ask me for my advice. I tell them don't do open mic nights. Don't, like, unless you just going, don't go to no open mic or nothing like that expecting, I'm about to get on. Like, go for the practice. Like, if you need practice performing, go do that. If they charging you, if they saying whatever they're saying, don't buy the dream. Go for what you going for. You need practice. It's good for practice. Like, yeah, I see practice. Like if you need to practice, go do your open mic night. Go test a song on the crowd and work the stage and in some ways like that. But don't go expecting the dream that they selling you.
You about to sign a deal or something. No,
you rapping amongst your peers. You rapping amongst other niggas that rap. Soon, the only other people there is the people to see they people. Soon as they usually hold the hottest artist last because, but after he leave, they people leaving. You see what I'm saying? So it don't make no sense in doing it unless you gonna rap first, because if you the last nigga to rap, you might be rapping in a room with 6 people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you still need to just be doing it for the practice of, they're like, these 6 motherfuckers up in here, look, look, this is something I'm working on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Joseph right now. Just
Yeah. Like this practice for me. I'm shooting jump shots and shit like that, because it really don't make no sense, because you get more hate than anything else because you in a room full of people that do what you do. Right. That's like going to a running back clinic thinking you about to get on. Nigga, Leonard Fournette here.
They got 100,000 niggas in this bitch do the same thing. You hear me? Real talk.
You not gonna get on like that. You'll do better getting you a speaker and a mic and going rap in the middle of Canal Street. You did like for free.
Like your boy by Rubenstein. You hear me? Real talk.
No, I'm telling you, like that shit have more of an effect than doing an open mic night or doing any other things like that. Like when you did the Pooh Shiesty show, right? That's something that's getting you seen. You did like you amongst people that they probably here for Pooh Shiesty, but they about to hear a dope artist. You gonna leave a mark on them, and whoever your marketing team is, they get to market the whole time. They get to market and work the crowd the whole time while you on the stage and off the stage.
That's one of the things like we working on too. Like in the next 2 months, like I want to throw a concert. I have like all the hot artists in New Orleans in that bitch. Like, nope. If you come in this bitch on that beef and shit, you getting put out. Like. Right. Straight like that. We're going to enjoy our show. We're going to smoke good weed. We're going to have a good time. Like, I want to throw together a nice show.
Right.
Cool show. Strippers in that bitch, whatever.
What's some of the artists that you might have your eye on in the city that's local? That you feel like that's just on just on their musical talent, you feel like, yeah, like I do something with them.
Man, dog, I ain't going to cap. I'm tweaking to do something with my son like Iceberg.
I just got on this truck. Look, see. I ain't gonna lie. Look, the name turned me off. I ain't gonna lie. It's almost like weed junkie. It's like the name, like the name and the talent didn't really match for me. Cause I'm like, nigga name weed junkie. Then you hit a nigga, you like, what the fuck? Like Iceberg. Like
he remind me of BG.
But when I heard his music,
he remind me of BG.
Oh my God! I'm like, man, my nigga.
Look. Iceberg, Pusher hard.
All right.
You hear me? All the 17.
Yeah.
He hard.
Now, see, I ain't really on him.
He hard as fuck, brother. You gotta go bump him, brother.
But Iceberg, his tape was buzzing like crazy. He had a tape that had like. I could see the cover in my head because it was pushed online like crazy. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And when I heard it, I'm like, man, this little nigga,
I fuck with him. See, I'm really surprised nigga ain't come grab him yet.
But I think the market dead here. Like you say, like the market dead because people really don't know who they should fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So like when a lot of execs come here, they always get a lot of red tape. They nigga push the Nigga push the niggas that got connections first. You hear me? And a lot of the real niggas not gonna do what they would do to get on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like in that regard, we come from a city where we used to have 1,000 record companies because people used to put themselves on. Like, you get high here, you get a connection in Georgia, you go to Georgia, you get a connection in Mississippi, you work Mississippi, and you get a real organic following where I don't feel like we really value that following all the time.
No.
Because everybody won't may have 1 million followers overnight.
Man, nigga trying to be famous on Instagram.
Yeah, bro. So like once you start to work your regional market on some what they used to call it on a chitlin market type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like once you develop a chitlin market, I feel like we'll be able to develop artists.
Right.
Like really develop artists because we got the knowledge, bro, and we got the talent. It's just that develop like is what is your expectations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like niggas think, all right, I go to the NBA, niggas not thinking about the D League or G League or niggas not thinking about nigga like, boy, I'm about to go play against LeBron. Boy, nigga might not even see you, but real basketball players know, boy, you gotta work all these different little markets
just to get right there
before you get on that stage.
Ain't
Even
no cheating this shit. Ain't no cheating this shit.
Boxing the same way.
Fucking right.
Man, like the nigga who fought before Tank fight, man, nigga slid a nigga in the first round, like probably like 60 seconds in the first round.
I ain't watched that. I only watched the Tank fight.
Say the fight right before Tank fight, the dude with the braids. First, he knocked the nigga down like 30 seconds in the fight. Then, like 60 seconds in the fight, the nigga was asleep.
He out of there.
But I think the dude probably only had like 8 or 9 fights.
Yeah.
You did? Only 8 or 9 fights. But he got his chance on the big stage and he slept a nigga. You did? Now, you probably not go. You might not even see this dude on a premier market till he done hit like 16, 17, 18 fights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we looking at when we think about rap because we gotta be willing to work. Like you said, you done had tapes with 4,000 losses.
Way before that, been dropping.
See?
But these two was the first serious ones that I really took time and really spent money on and really made money off this shit. Like, this shit don't happen overnight.
Right.
Fuck no. And all them other tapes, I didn't wasted a lot of money. Like, just recording. And that's why I feel what you're saying when, like, you got to go through shit in order to get a good outcome.
Right.
You can't just jump into something expecting, like, oh, it's going to happen like this. Fuck no, man.
Right.
You can't cheat this shit at all, bro.
YD was one of those kids that I was like.
But I actually got a song with YD. I recorded with YD, like, 3 years ago.
What?
But I never dropped it because I never got the song mixed.
Wow.
You hear me? I swear to God.
Wow.
Like 3 years ago, I never got it mixed because the nigga who I put a record with, he had to got into something.
Right.
So I had to use my partner studio. And at the time, he back and forth out of town. I had to record me and YD myself.
Wow.
You hear me? I'm on the phone with him. He telling me, bitch, press this, the mic gonna come on. And I never dropped the song before, brother.
Though, that kid,
That's crazy.
Though, that kid right there, bro, when I heard his, at first I didn't get it, right? I didn't get it. But I'm the type of person where if I see my kids or they friends listening to something, I'm on their trail. They're like, I need to listen to this little nigga because this is what you listening to. I need to know what's up.
See, I ain't lying. Them little kids love that bitch.
Oh, bruh.
They love him.
Bruh, he had an energy. He got the voice. And it's something I always look for in artists. I look for the voice. You did? Because your voice is the instrument. So once I hear, you got the voice. And he get it. Like, he get his audience. Oh, yeah. I fuck with that. You ain't got to pay me to promote you.
Real
Just
talk.
send me your shit.
Real
and
talk.
I'm promote you and use one of them artists too. I'm like, this kid get it. Like he get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the voice there. You did the music there. All right, the marketing there. He get it. Whatever he need from me, done. It's done. Because I'm tweaking.
See, they going crazy over that bar.
See, so all right now, like you said, the iceberg. Who else you think in the city that you'll fuck
You
with?
just said, like YD, he fucking right. He the go right now. I fuck with him. You know what I mean? Cooler nigga.
So you had to give me 5. You had to give me 5 artists that you would just probably either just put on a tape or put on a show.
I ain't gonna cap. You ever heard of La Hoffer?
No.
What
No.
Hoffer them from? Silk? Kenner? Skeesh. He got the clothing line and shit, man.
I want to. No.
See, I gotta send him
You
to
gotta
you.
put me on him. You gotta put me on him.
He got some crazy music. Like, you know, he could be like I put him in a category with, he like a Cole, he like a New Orleans Uzi to me.
What? Yeah. All right.
Cause they on that wild,
That hype.
that
the
flexing,
high energy
like,
shit.
yeah, he on
Right.
that flexing. No pop, like, it's some crazy shit, bro. It's some
right.
New Orleans flexing pop type shit. Like,
All right.
he be popping this shit, you hear me?
Right.
Like, him, I fuck with him. Wildlife.
Oh yeah. Wildlife really don't get enough credit.
Fuck no,
He
man.
don't get enough credit. But why? Why though? Because why though? I don't get it.
Wildlife, see, the little bitch hard. See, I really fuck with him on some, like, besides this rap music shit, like,
Right.
you know, like,
Right.
I fuck with him cause like who he is too, brother. Like,
Right.
besides the music, me and him with Ben supposed to cook up.
Right.
Like, a long time ago, dude, you know, real nigga.
Right.
And his baby mama just died and shit.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Condolences.
Cool.
Condolences. Right.
I used to get in trouble for this girl in school.
Wow.
You hear me? That was like my real partner. Her
Right.
name Missy, brother. She cool, real as a motherfucker.
Wow.
That's his baby mama. You hear me? That's why that nigga like my family on some shit.
Right.
But I fuck with him.
Right.
Cool nigga. You hear me? So like, I'm thinking about this shit. That shit fucking me up right now. But yeah, that's how, you know, me and him really tied in. Like, he just
Right.
wrote me the other day, like, bitch, when we gonna get on something? When I come from Cali, I'm gonna make sure I lace my son. You hear me? 'Cause
Man, Wildlife is one of them artists where I ain't seen them, but like I said, a lot of them high energy artists, I don't be knowing if they serious. You know what I'm saying? But then I realized, man, this nigga serious.
Man, that bitch could cook up. Look,
Man,
look, I
this
thought I was the
nigga
only
serious.
nigga. I thought I was the only nigga could really go in the boot and like go in that bitch 15 minutes and cook up, no pen, no pad. That little bitch sick. Like, he drop shit every day. Like, if I ain't had to move how I move, I'd be in the studio just like him, dropping shit all
What
day,
you think
every day.
stop artists like that with that type of energy?
Brother, I swear to God, I don't know, dog. I be trying to see for myself. I'm still like navigating through this shit, trying to find out, dog. Once I break it, I'm sending the ladder back down, brother. You hear me? That's what I mean by sending the ladder back down. Man, nigga Ben Porter come get that dude, man. You hear me?
And that always that, and sometimes, all right. So I always think about it like this because I said New Orleans streets don't lie. I always say they don't lie, right? So if something not clicking, it's something. It's almost like when you playing, because I play Madden. When I play Madden, I use one play the whole game, right? I've been running this one play for like 8 years, right? And I switch up certain shit, and when niggas get on it, I be like, it's something I could do. And I always find something, a niche in that
A
bitch
little tweak.
where
Yeah.
I'm not tweaking, that I could tweak and make. And he got the voice, you dig? He, I feel like it's
You know you
marketing.
record itself and shit too.
But I think it's marketing. I think the marketing, because I just feel like if I put my hands on an artist like him, like even with you did, the marketing will separate him. You know what I'm saying? Because it gotta be the marketing. Because I first of all, I never seen a flyer, I never seen a sticker for none of his projects. You know what I'm saying? I know he rap like fucking crazy, and I know the
Not
fucking
like
music
Wayne.
is fucking ridiculous, but I never seen the street marketing. And a long time ago, street marketing was the first thing niggas did. Niggas with staplers, shit.
Brother, listen, I proved that for 1,000 losses.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
You hear me? I ran up
Yes.
40,000 screams in 2 weeks.
Yeah, bro.
And look, I just dropped, like I told you, I just dropped the dime. We ain't even start with the screen moving yet.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
This time, fuck just New Orleans.
Right.
We flying plane to plane. We going city to city doing the same thing.
Yeah.
If I could run up 30 screens in New Orleans, 30,000, imagine we could do in other cities,
It's
brother.
a laboratory, bro. It's
hear
a
me?
laboratory. You could do it here, you could do it.
And just like I said, New Orleans bougie. Out of town,
Right.
them people ain't gonna try to rip a nigga shit down.
Right.
They gonna actually listen.
Because you're not competition out of town.
Let me scan this. I don't
Right.
know this dude, but this album cover look cold as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He look like he got the hottest shit on this bitch. Let me scan it.
Right.
You hear me? So
Right.
like that's what I'm on right now. You hear me? Like promoting the dine and shit. Like, you know, fucking with that, trying to really put the shit together. But see my next tape, like all them artists you name and shit, like that we name it.
Right.
I want them on my shit.
You ever thought about forming a group?
No, brother. I thought about, not a group, I thought about putting together a team of niggas like how we just named, and like we fucking with each other hard on that rap shit.
Right.
Just like how Detroit got Babyface Ray and all them niggas was together, Vizzle. They was a group, but they wasn't a group. They was all single niggas. There were like 4 of them.
But think about it. And this something that I told GDP, and I heard, and then later I seen him voicing his own opinion. But that's my nigga, so we work off of one. But I feel like certain niggas that I talk to, I don't mind if they take an idea, or maybe he might even not even remember me saying this.
Right.
But I seen him voice an opinion on his platform that we talked about when he came here, and it was something that I always noticed. I said, man, the thing that's missing from New Orleans is groups. Because I remember when the Hot Boys first came out, right? When the Hot Boys first formed, man, they had every drug dealer in every hood grabbing 6 niggas, trapping them in a studio, bitch, you not leaving, bitch, you about to... And they had a million little groups, just... little niggas who was able to just work on their craft.
I know what you talking about, because a lot of them groups, them niggas was hot too, bro.
Yeah.
These wasn't no poo niggas that nigga was just putting together either. These were like hot niggas. I'm talking about besides the Hot Boys. Like niggas that really could have got a deal. I know what you talking about.
And a lot of them niggas made shit happen singly after the group effort. Because sometimes if you think about Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, you think about you know how you might say, you might think about Smokey Robinson. You might think about even Aretha Franklin. Your mama knew what group she came. Oh, she came. Oh, this person she came. They came from the Supremes, and they came from this. You be like, wait, what? What group that is? Like you never really the group probably was popping, but you heard of. You might not know the Isley Brothers.
Right.
You know Ronald Isley.
Right,
you know,
right.
he fell into the hip hop and started making shit with Nas, but you don't know that the Isley Brothers came from somebody, or like the group effort always been the effort in music. Always, from Juvenile coming from BG, used to be the BGs, and this nigga took on the name of BG, and they became the Hot Boys, and like all these efforts come from groups only because when you in a group, you make somebody fuck with somebody else. So you might be from this neighborhood, you might be from that neighborhood. Well, you pulling the support from these 6 streets. I'm pulling the support from this side of the town. You pulling the support from here, from there. They make the shit work.
Bring it back to what I was saying about the nigga Peasy. They from Detroit though.
Right.
Peasy, Vezzle, Babyface Ray.
Right.
And there's another one. They was a group.
Right.
You hear me? But they wasn't a group, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. But
all them boys got a deal, separate deals right now.
Right.
Every last one of them, they lit right now.
Right.
You hear me? But that's because them dudes was working together. They doing features with each other, shooting videos with each other. They pulling each other up. All them dudes got major $1 million deals right now, brother.
And even if you look at how everybody got behind Youngin, right? So when BTY Youngin really was like in his prime, right? Like I said, hot music make niggas who used to be ops be like, boy, nah, I'm fucking with that. He did. So you look on the BTY Youngin album, you gonna have Nino Kelvin, you got Bub, you got people from the Magnolia, the Calio, the Tent Wall, Cross the River, all on this fucking one tape. Well, even Baton Rouge, really BTY Youngin is what really took that Baton Rouge shit to a
the next
whole
level.
Fucking level.
Yeah.
Them dudes
don't solidify for that enough.
Well, before the NBA young boy and all that, boy, like he gave them that fucking stamp where you had Tech and all them dudes, the city store respecting them dudes.
Who do with the chain, they whole swag like us and everything, bro.
Black Balloon Gang jumped behind BTY like it's his muscle almost, you dig? And you seen that merge of New Orleans and Baton Rouge. And Baton Rouge took that and ran with it. Like, Baton Rouge ain't never let it go. Now we got a Fredo Bang. We got who came from the same camp as an NBA young boy. And you got Maine and Tech. You got all these artists that you wouldn't have never known if it wasn't from
I ain't lying. Nigga probably wouldn't even listen to them dudes.
at all. Because guess what? They whole style was different.
It was different,
It was
brother.
different. Like it was a
TY
whole
got him
different
on
world.
some whole
Man.
Slaughter Gang type shit. Real talk.
But it was good and bad because nigga used to go to Baton Rouge to chill out. Nah, nigga.
Nah, boy. They think they uptown New Orleans. Nah. They think they in New Orleans. So I'm telling you.
That been worse than New Orleans.
I used to be out there, brother. It's critical out there, boy. Everybody out there geek. Full of them bitches. You hear me? Real talk. I used to be out there, son.
And they always was the pill capital. But they just wasn't murdering each other like that, dog.
I'm talking about these niggas 13 years old geeks on X-Pill. Be all a whole nother city. They think, like, them dudes out there still trying to, like, really get loaded. They think we on some 98 type shit.
Facts.
When BG then was getting loaded and shit back in the day, they think we doing that.
Facts.
This shit crazy, son. Like, be all whole nother world, bro.
Facts. So now you have New Orleans almost being the dog that chased the tail. Because you done gave somebody something, they made it hot. Now you trying to be like them.
Yeah.
And I heard somebody online say it's fucked up because New Orleans trying to be like New Orleans. And a lot of that shit go over a lot of people's head. That's a dog chasing the tail. You're there like, nigga, you already this. You don't have to be solidified. You don't have to prove yourself to niggas. When we go out,
niggas really won't be like us. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Like you had to take that and run with it. You got to take that and run. Like all the OGs, they go out of town and they live off being from New Orleans.
Right.
Nigga done changed their whole accent, but you not even from here no more. But you talk like a whole Mississippi nigga. They still living off the fact that bitch I'm from the north. You bitch I'm from. But you done lost your accent. But you ain't from the north no more.
Real talk.
But all right. So now where we at with you with this rap shit, because now you dropped the dime. Right, you done went through the marketing campaign of 1,000 losses. You now you here, right? So what's next for you, bro?
I'm about to be shooting a movie.
All right.
Yeah, like we putting together a movie. We've been writing and shit. We'll put together a movie so we can hopefully either get that bitch on Hulu or Tubi for right now. You hear me? So we can really run up them streams too.
Right.
Because I feel like New Orleans missing that movie. Like if I could get a couple rappers in that bitch, brother, like New Orleans missing that.
It is.
You hear me? Like if we could create like some newer version baller blocking type shit, but not on no baller blocking shit. Like we ain't trying to steal own ideas. We ain't trying to do that. But
right.
I'm just giving you a scenario of how we trying to come. I want to show people this how we live in this is New Orleans.
Right.
This what we doing right now.
Right.
Like I ain't talking about back in the G Soldier rags and shit. No, this the culture right now. This what's going on.
Kind of like Block Party.
Yeah.
Because
You hear
Block
me?
Party was one of the movies where it encapsulated the New Orleans feeling of niggas, the block parties, all the different shit you DJ on. They had DJ on robbery. Nigga had one on.
Think about if that movie would have got into a mainstream hands. Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You hear me? Like, people really won't live our lifestyle.
Right.
You hear me? But it's certain shit they see, certain shit they don't see.
Right.
In my movie, I want them to see the shit that they don't see.
Right.
You hear me? Like, this the real New Orleans. This how
I'm
these
happy
dudes
you
really
said
live.
that shit because that mean you really examining the game because I said the same exact thing. I said, man, what happened to the hood movies? Like we
It's gone.
niggas making hood movies.
It's gone, brother. It's come on, brother. It don't even, like New Orleans had a lot of people making a hood movies back in the Jeep, brother.
Right.
It don't even feel like New Orleans no more. We need to
Right.
bring that back.
Yeah.
You hear me? Like that'll help promote artists.
Right.
Promote people like you, marketing.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
Promote even if a bitch don't hand them. Promote her. Like
Right.
money gonna come back. We ain't got that no more, brother. Who doing it? Nobody.
And it's fucked up. We don't have movies in town where everybody got cameras.
Come on, man.
Niggas in Africa shooting sci-fi movies off
on,
of their
man.
fucking iPhone
Come on, man.
3. You dig? And we got all these cameras, all this talent, all this money.
And we ain't doing nothing with it.
We ain't doing nothing
Then
with
we got people flying out here from Hollywood shooting real movies in our city,
and leaving.
making $1 billion and leaving. Come on, man, be serious.
And saying that's something I'm really beefing with anybody in the city that's and that's why right now me and the travel, like when you say y'all do the travel football, me and the travel niggas, we always get into it on the Facebook page. You know what I mean? I tag them whenever I feel like I say some crazy shit. I know they're gonna bite on it. Yeah, I know they're gonna bite on it. You did, but I really love them though. I love them because they still working with black kids. They still building up men. I just wish that they kept more of the money home because my thing is this: why go to Miami for a tournament? Why go, niggas? Everybody come here. Everybody in the whole world won't come to New Orleans, and we don't have nothing here
for the kids
to capitalize off of them. They supposed to be bringing they money to us, and then we bust it down with our kids and keep the rest and do whatever the fuck we need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us, all these parents spending all this money, sending these kids out of town,
send them out of
and you leaving it out there for a $25 trophy and some $2 rings, which you know all that shit on Amazon cheap as a motherfucker.
Real talk.
Like my dude used to run a bowling. My dude used to run a bowling tournament, right? And he said he ventured off into motorcycles. The nigga don't know nothing about motorcycles. The nigga just knew about trophies. And he used to take his trophies and scrape the fucking, his trophies he won. He used to take them bitches and scrape the fucking little thing off and give them resale and throw little fucking parties and give out trophies and make motherfuckers pay $300 and $400 to enter the fucking contest and judging their motorcycles, bowling tournaments, and just giving them these fucking $25 fucking trophies. He walking away with thousands of dollars. And I'm like, man, that's game, dog. Like, and we got it here. It's just that we being game. We the motherfuckers running out of town to go do shit, and everybody coming to Bourbon Street. You did Bourbon Street ain't never changed. Ain't nothing about that bitch changed. The hand grenade bottle ain't changed. Boy, that bitch ain't upgrade the street.
Look, I just went took a walk on Bourbon last night just to feel like I was in New Orleans.
Just smell the city.
Last night ain't nothing changed.
Nothing changed because you gonna it smell the same. It look the same. Motherfuckers doing the same shit. You gonna run the same game. You
same rockhead walking up the street. You hear me? Shit have never changed.
Catch your bitch that's in town for the night. The same old fucking shit. You hear me? White boys getting robbed. Like, all that shit ain't gonna change because why change it if it's working for them?
Real talk.
You dig? So us, on the other hand, I just feel like you have the master plan. I want my platform to be part of that plan where people could watch it and it jog them and it be like, man, yeah, we fucking with that. Or even if they just reach out to you and just be like, yeah, I'm fucking with that. Or I appreciate you giving me that shout out on a platform because that's the type of shit that is bridging those gaps that we have in our community.
I feel like in this rap community, I feel like we don't shout each other out as much as we supposed to.
Right.
I guess because niggas pride being away too much. I don't know what it is, brother. Like me, I be sitting back thinking like, man, what if a nigga thinking like, man, I don't want this nigga to blow up before me. I don't want this nigga to become this before me. Like, I just be thinking, like, what if niggas really be like that?
I think they are because, for the simple fact that, like I said, drugs play a lot of a factor in
Real
it.
talk.
And the people that's behind all this, a lot of time, they manipulating a lot of these artists. Like, a lot of these artists can't be themselves. So they being manipulated by even you see the biggest record companies in the Master P's and the Birdmans, right? As much as they brought to our community, we all know artists that feel like they was manipulated by the system. You know what I'm saying? That came through from Death Row Records. A lot of these people felt like they was being manipulated by these overseers because at the end of the day, they still trying to make money. Right. The only difference now is nobody making money. You know what I'm saying? I can see if you was making $1 million and you protecting this nigga and you got this nigga whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, nobody really making money. That's why shit don't make no sense. Right. You know what I'm saying? I see, but we got to be able to get to the bag first before maybe it's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes God don't let shit happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? To motherfuckers get their mind right. Because we had a chance. We had two of the biggest record companies in the world come from here. And Cash Money's still one of the biggest record companies in the world.
I feel like Baby about to shake this bitch back, though, brother.
And salute to Birdman because
I'm about to shake this bitch back, man.
Salute to Birdman bringing back Baller Blocking 2. You dig? A lot of the efforts that he really that I can't say because he just not a type. He an uptown old head. He an uptown OG, and he not no person that's gonna move out of turn. He not gonna play out of turn. He not gonna speak out of turn. But I feel like it's his turn now.
I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm one of the niggas who fucked my life up. No cap.
How you say that?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, like, when I was young, I used to sit on the porch, brother, and watch on come through. Every week he had a new car.
Right.
You hear me? Different whips passing through. And I'm saying, I ain't gonna say he fucked my life up on no bad shit.
No,
Fuck
right.
I'm talking about on something, man. I won't be
On
like
your vision.
Yeah, I won't be like Stunner. Like,
right.
dude, that nigga. Like, you hear me? Like, no dick right, man. On that nigga, man.
Right.
Who didn't want to be like Stunner when they was young?
Right.
You hear me?
He set the tone.
Oh, he set the tone.
He set the tone.
I don't set the tone, man,
And
for a lot of this shit, man. All this, like I be looking at niggas stunting with their chains on and shit, man. I don't done that, man.
And he always did represent New Orleans in the strongest way,
way possible,
in the strongest
brother.
way possible. And he always made us look good. He never stopped representing us. He never lost his accent. You hear me? That's for the most.
And he been in Miami for years.
Nigga ain't never lost his accent. You hear me? Never. And he kept all them OGs around him.
Facts.
And a lot of them was from hoods that wasn't really fucking with each other.
That's another reason why I salute him. You hear me? Like, the niggas that's around him, them dudes been around on 30, 40 years plus probably, brother. I don't know. I'm just going off of what I'm thinking. You hear me? Like, that's loyalty. You hear me? And them dudes know I can't cross him. I can't, no. Cause dude a good nigga, son.
Right.
Yeah, we can't go off what other people say, what he done Wayne and how he fucked with Wayne and woo. Man, look, that's a business at the end of the day.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
That man had to put his money up and do all type of shit that we don't know about.
And
so
you
like,
can't really speak on other niggas' money when it comes to money.
You can't do that. That's something you can't do, brother.
Right.
At the end of the day, man, we done seen this man help a million fucking people, brother.
And when it comes to the art form, bro, and when you a leader or something, nobody gonna really never understand like being a daddy. Like, nobody understand why the light bill ain't paid. Nigga, why I ain't getting my allowance? You say if I clean this house, I'm getting my allowance. Like, nigga, like I got a whole lot of other shit going on that I can't let be your problem. You did? But it's my problem not letting it be your problem. No excuses. You did? But nobody feels sorry for the nigga at the top.
What? Real talk.
Nobody feels sorry for the nigga at the top, yeah? But he the only one that's feeling that pressure. You did? No, I appreciate you taking this time out because we were supposed to just link up and just have these conversations, bro, and just open it up because. But
I appreciate you for having me on your platform, brother.
Man, we on God time.
And this shit, look, this shit gonna grow bigger than what it is, brother. You hear me? Real talk. This shit gonna grow bigger than what it is, brother. I'm happy you got me on this bitch, brother. I want you to keep growing, keep being you, keep being great, and I'm gonna do the same thing, bro. Real talk. Salute.
And I think it's important for everybody to be able to know their position and play their position a lot of times. Like the quarterback can't be the running back. The running back can't be the old lineman. The old lineman cannot be the safety. You're there, and the safety can't be the coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody have positions to play for the team to win. Everybody go end up in the Hall of Fame for their position.
Look, I just was telling my people that I'm like, dog, everybody really got their own position. I'm like, is you trying to go to the championship or you trying to get put out the playoffs? Like, where you trying to go?
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
Ain't no one-man team. Everybody got their own set shit that they got to do. Nobody the boss. Nobody the bigger man. Like, if we do this shit together, we gonna win.
Right.
We unstoppable. You hear me? So, like, I feel where you're coming from with that, brother. Like, most niggas do not know how to play their position. Most niggas want it all to their soul.
Right.
And, like, I don't like being around people like that personally, brother. Right. Once I see you on some selfish type shit, you trying to get you, when you really gonna get you at the end of the day regardless, I don't want to be around you, brother.
Right.
You hear me? Because we supposed to be working together, and that's people main, like, fuck up right now, I feel, brother. Like, that go with anything, you hear me? It could be niggas, hoes, anything. Like, people, like, don't know how to play their position, brother.
Man, out of anything that we said out here, I need everybody to know that. Play your position, dog. Play your position, we gonna win. And I feel like through these conversations, the more we have them, the more we open up and just open up these platforms and help other niggas build. Cause I always reach out to other media dudes who probably have less followers or more followers than me. I always reach out to them when I see them doing dope shit. I be like, though I feel like that's dope. And you can even ask Chuck Moolah, even though he might feel like I don't fuck with him. You hear me?
Shout out to Chuck, man.
I hold Chuck and Nola Zane. All them niggas got me blocked right now. But like, only because I'ma always hold you to your responsibility, dog. Especially if I feel like you got more than me. Because I see what I'm doing with what I got, and I'm like, Well, why you ain't fucking with me? Well, why you ain't fucking with him? Cause he dope. You're there. You got the resource to reach out to him. Reach out to him. Because you ain't fucking with me. I ain't tripping on me.
Nigga.
He dope. You dig? So I'm always, and not on no beef and shit, not on nothing. But if you got the power, great power come with great responsibility. I'm going to always be the one to hold you said, because them children hold me to that. If I say ain't no 707 Sunday, and I told them we was going to have
they
it,
mad
boy, they ain't my boy, they ain't my heck. Boy, you said Coach Benjamin said, and guess what? I'm gonna do the same thing for y'all. You did like if nobody gonna hold your feet to the fire, I am. But it's not on no hate. It's only out of love.
Real talk.
It is only out of love, because I don't have a hateful bone in my body, and I don't have a prideful bone in my body. I move off of God. You did. So take that for what it is. You did. This Benjamin's Room Podcast, episode 30. You hear me?
Best GH fat boy. You hear me?
Man,
Yeah,
look.
man.
And we out. Oh, Music Box Studios. Don't forget about KP. You dig? Don't forget about
Shout
KP.
out my dude KP, man. Real
He the
talk.
one that make it happen for he is my visionary. You dig? He the one who woke me up and said, "Bitch, you gotta do something." I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't doing nothing. He was like, "Bitch, you gotta do something. Come on, you gotta make a rap song. You gotta do something." You dig?
Yeah,
and he the only reason why I'm really even doing this shit, and it been moving along, bro. And we about to hit a.
You gotta have a nigga like that on your team. If you don't, you're stupid. You hear me? Shout out KP though, man. Real talk.
Benjamin's Room Podcast, episode 30, and we out.
Yeah, brother.
Yo.
Hey, brother.
My old guns turn Glocks now. And every time I try to level up, I swear it feel like I get shot down. When I think about the dude, cause she need me. Fuck my baby mama, gave it to the be there when I'm right or wrong. Had a thought in my head, I'ma kill them all. Trying to get out the streets, I was too involved. Gotta get to the money, Mr. the cause. Nigga hit him for a brick of raw. I can't tell you too much cause I seen it all. I really seen this shit. And I been on evil shit. And I'm just chillin' trying to kill all my ops so they never breathe again. My other bitch started falling in love. I told her don't do it again.